Alright guys, how you doing? Now if you look down at the bottom left corner, you can see that this is Elite Dangerous 1.4 Beta. This is the Close Quarters Combat Championship patch, yeah, that's the big thing in this patch. Well, I was certainly surprised to learn that there was also 3 new ships in this. The only thing I was really caring about was the PvP, yeah, the Close Quarters. And you know that I normally do the ships first of all, it's the first thing I do. This time around though, I decided to do the CQC thing just because it was so interesting to me. But now I'm going to have a look at 3 new ships. We have, I'm not going to do them all in one video, yeah, they'll get a video each probably, because that's the way I normally do it. Imperial Eagle, this is obviously something that's, you know, piqued my interest. It's a lot faster than a normal Eagle, that's for sure. Now, this here, the cost, you can just multiply that by 10, and that's how much it's going to cost. 110,000 for a very quick Eagle. But I'm going to talk about the Eagle in the next one, I think. So what else did we get? We got Federal Assault Ship. Actually, what I'm going to do first of all is look at the Federal Gunship. This is going to cost about 36 million then, yeah? It doesn't look hugely fast. It's got incredibly good armour on it. Yeah, that's a sort of level above any ship I've ever had. People are complaining about it already, of course, saying it's rubbish. I'll be putting that one to the test last out of these videos, probably. Right. Now, the one I'm going to be having a look at is the Federal Assault Ship. A lot of people talking about this one, they really seem to like it. It's got an interesting look about it as well. Right, so what does it actually say though? Many of Core Dynamics customers desired more specific roles for their dropships, and the Assault Ship is a response to some of those demands. The Assault Ship is designed for a more combat intensive role than the original ship. It has improved manoeuvrability and weapon carrying capacity and placement. These additions come at the expense of smaller internals, making it less versatile but better in its specialised role. Right, so basically they finally decided to give the Feds a decent dropship. I've never had a dropship, but people have been complaining about it since as long as I can remember. It doesn't look to have awesome shields on it, that's for sure. 133 is pretty poor. I guess it's maybe a little bit faster as well, yeah. Now, what about the hard points? 2 medium and 2 large. Yeah, that's kind of packing a punch, that is, yeah. Depending on how these converge, and it does say it's going to be better placement for weapons. So depending on how these converge, it could be interesting. Internals look not too bad either, in all honesty, yeah. You could do a lot with those internals for something that supposedly has less internals, yeah. Let's have a look at it then. I think I'll just store my Vulture. Yeah, it looks a bit like a cross between a dropship and, I'm not sure, something else. Looks to have a pretty decent viewport, that's for sure. Now, if I can remember what my head look key was. That's not it. Right. What's it like in the inside? Pretty much like any other Core Dynamics, yeah. It's a pretty nice window on it, that's for sure. Yeah, I quite like it actually. Maybe it's the red and black that does it. Right, so I'll look outside at it. It's a pretty mean looking. It looks massive as well, really big ship. I don't know what it is about this external cam, but I'm really quite rubbish with it. It's like it doesn't make sense to me really. Yeah, I quite like the look of this actually. It looks better. I was going to say in real life, but you know what I mean, yeah? It looks not too bad at all. Pretty nice from the back. And I'm going to take a guess that this side looks awfully like the other side. Yep, can't complain too much with that. I quite like the look of it. It'd be nice in a different, slightly bolder colour. I'm not sure if it's kind of got wear and tear on it or if that's just something strange about the model, but it looks like it's got little bits of wear and tear, yeah. That's what it looks like in the outside. It's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, it looks better than I thought it was gonna. See, that's what happens when you set your expectations low, yeah? You can only be pleasantly surprised. And I'm pleasantly surprised by how it looks. Right, well, you know me by now anyway. I'm more of an internal type of person. I prefer the stuff that goes inside rather than the outside. Right, first of all, we're going to sell these pulse lasers. Now, as always, I will start off with the internal stuff. I'm just going to sell off everything. Right, so we'll start with the no-brainer upgrades, which are A6 power plant. Pretty powerful, yeah. 6 thrusters. Now, this is going to be pretty nimble, I think, then. Don't think I've ever had a ship with 6 thrusters. Right, the frameshift drive again. We'll go with the same one. I don't think this is going to have much of a jump range. It looks not bad there, though, at 19. But that's just going to come down. Life support will, of course, be a D. At least they do now show you what the optimal range is, though, properly. So that's pretty good. Yeah, but I mean, going from 0.3 power to 1.02 and only gaining 1.7 kilometers. I mean, okay, that's going to be in a radius around you, yeah, but still, it'll be the D's, I think. Power distributor is an A6. Right, so we're A's everywhere. Now we've got 15 megawatts to play with still. These 2 large hardpoints, where are they on the underneath? No, wait a minute. Is that down one side? Both hardpoints on the left hand side. I can't quite figure out where they are. Well, let's have a look. I'm going to start off with beam lasers. The gimbal beam laser, yeah. I just get a little bit tired of the crappy noise of the pulse laser. So we've got a C3 and another one. Now what would you do with these medium hardpoints? Can't quite figure that out at all. Very bizarre hardpoint placement or something. Right, so these are class 2s anyway. Apparently railguns were something that were changed, so you know what, I'm going to try them out. Something like they've got very good penetration at any sort of range, railguns now. So let's give those a go if there's a class 2 there. There we go. Very heavy on the power draw though, so we will see about that. Now, it's like I said, the shields did not appear to be awesome on this. So much so that something like a shield booster appears to be pretty useless. Well, let's go with the easy one, which is the chaff launcher. Now back to internals. Right, so we've got 2 class 5s, so we're going to be fitting an A5 shield. Even though the shield's not great, you're not going to make it worse. Probably not, anyway. Now, I guess we're going to want a shield cell bank as well. I wonder if I should use the trick that I've been using with the Vulture, yeah, using multiple smaller shield cells. I sometimes wonder if using these auto maintenance units would be the smart thing to do as well. Let's not try anything wild right now though. Now I wonder... Yeah, this is kind of like what I mean. These B3 shield cells, they've got 5 ammo on them. It's always +1 to this, yeah? So you're probably better off fitting multiples of these than anything else. Let's see, yeah, you could fit 3 of these shield cells. I'm going to try that. You know what, the B2s are probably good enough. Let's stick on an interdictor at the bottom. I think they need to add more stuff here, yeah? Because just filling up all this with shield cell banks and stuff, yeah, they need more modules. I'm pretty tempted to try out this field maintenance unit though, simply because I never have before. Oh, actually, let's take a fuel scoop, yeah. We'll go with the A2. It's not going to be great, but it'll be okay. Yeah, I think the only other thing to do or to consider would be what to do with this other class 5 compartment. You've got these hull reinforcement packages, yeah, which add armour. You've already got massive amount of armour on the ship, yeah. So these things are a little bit more useful on ships that lack armour rather than, you know, ships that have it, because they don't multiply, they simply add. Yeah, it's just an addition to your armour value. Now let's just fit another B2 in there. It will certainly be interesting to see if these 3 can fill. You're going to have no problems with power, yeah, that's for sure. Looking at this, I'm still below, and that's me using 2 rails and 2 beams. I don't have any shield boosters, but I think these are pretty dubious on this ship as it is. We've pretty much maxed out the way you'd expect, and I've gone with 3 B2 shield cell banks, so let's put that one to the test then. Might as well stick a kill warrant scanner on just in case. Now, I have absolutely no problems with my power usage. whatsoever. Don't need to do a thing. Having the 3 shield cell banks, of course, they will all fire at the same time, and that's how I'm hoping that it's going to fill these shields. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. Let's set up the fire groups then. Beam, beam, rail, rail, and I've been disconnected. Right, so let's set up these again. I'm quite looking forward to trying this out actually. And plot a route to Cremain 2. Let's get going.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Right, feels kinda sluggish, that's for sure. That's just a takeoff, yeah? Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Now it gets over 400. 406 with this setup, and it's probably going to boost higher than that. Not quite. Right, so 406, that is fast, yeah?
Frameshift drive charging.
Jump distance of 18 light years is not bad either, in all honesty. Right, there is actually something else I want to try out, because apparently now there's such a thing as a compromised nav beacon. I don't know if that shows up or not on the actual system, yeah? Or if it's something you need to go into. Interesting that they've also got conflict zones here. And there is also an even more intense resource site, I believe. I'll just check that. Yeah, there's now a hazardous resource extraction site. So we'll be looking out for one of those as well. I'll check out this asp. He's only harmless. No shield. And he's clean. Right, so let's check out this. I've got a feeling that if it's a compromised nav beacon, it's probably going to say here. But we'll check it out anyway. Right, so there's nothing here. Hard points. However, I'm going to fly around until I find one. Or a hazardous resource site. Because these are the things you want to see, right? I'm guessing maybe a compromised nav beacon, you might find it more likely to find it in an anarchy system or something. Right, it's this Engalibar place. I remember there was one nearby here. So we're going to jump over here and hope to find something a bit more interesting.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping.
Here we go. Compromised navigation beacon. As predicted. See, I can actually use my brain sometimes, yeah? Right, so this could be interesting. A hauler. Quite a lot of stuff in here. Courier, Eagle. Pretty small though. Apart from these 3
Scan
clippers.
detected.
Let's see. Right.
Scan detected.
Wanted. This could be interesting. Right, Clipper,
Scan
I'm after you.
detected.
Right, I was right about the hard points. Rather strange. Why is my rails not firing? Oh yeah. Now you can tell I haven't really used railguns in a very long time.
Under attack.
And I don't generally use fixed weapons because I'm crap with them. Wasn't too bad though.
Target shields offline.
Nice.
Scan detected.
Rules are a weapon I would like to use. I had a bit more accuracy. On the stick. This clipper's putting up no fight whatsoever.
Warning, temperature critical.
You've got to be careful of that with beams, obviously. They're interesting enough, the rails, but I'm not convinced, yeah.
Target destroyed.
Right, what else have we got? Right, kinda wobbly as well, you probably noticed, yeah, those beams.
Warning, incoming hatch breaker limpet.
What? Hatchbreaker limpet.
Hatch breaker limpet avoided.
That's because I've got shields up.
Warning, incoming hatch breaker limpet.
That's interesting, yeah?
Hatch breaker limpet avoided.
Okay, shields in this guy though. I'm not entirely convinced by these gimbaled beams, it's got to be said. Gold?
Target destroyed. Under attack.
Got to be said, the effects are really nice, yeah.
Target shields offline.
Nice hat there.
Warning, taking heat damage.
It's not really doing anything for me though. I guess they are only class 2 rails, yeah. Let's see if I can get really close to this clipper. Now, apparently there's a chance that the power plant's just going to pop. Yeah? Yeah, the HOTAS is just not that accurate. I can't get much closer than that.
Target destroyed.
Right, so that's compromised navigation beacons. We have seen something strange, which was me getting limpets fired at me. I've got a bit of work to do on the AI regarding that, I think, though, yeah, because my shields were still up and I've got no cargo. Apart from that, though, maybe not too bad. No. There's an ass. Let's take this guy on.
Under attack.
Shield cell. Let's put my shield cell to the test. Yeah, that Moblin filled those. An elite clipper. This looks a bit like a free-for-all, yeah? Now, it's got that feeling of a bigger ship, yeah? I've never really flown anything this big before, in all honesty. Really, the biggest ship I've flown is the Asp.
Target shields offline.
It's kind of got an Asp feel to it, although a bit more manoeuvrable, and it looks like it's a bit faster as well.
Scan detected. Target destroyed.
Right, I'm going to take on this elite clipper.
Scan detected.
Good looking ship, that one. You're about to choke in a rail, Father Gregory. Now let's see if this elite clipper can put up a better fight.
Scan detected.
Not really, I would have to say. He's got really good shields though.
Target shields offline.
It's definitely got some kind of interesting flight pattern, but I don't know what it's doing.
Warning, taking heat damage.
Right, you've got to be
Warning,
careful with the
taking heat damage.
heat from the rails as well, yeah. It's just the HOTAS X, it's got no accuracy on the yaw, yeah? I just can't seem to get that little bit of yaw that I need. What's it doing? Well, that's peculiar. It's going to sit there with its power plant on 0 and 2% hull. I guess that must be a little bug, yeah? Help you on your way, Father.
Target destroyed.
173,000.
Scan detected.
Right, so this is the
detected.
compromised nav beacon. I reckon they could do with putting those clippers into wings, yeah? Because those were just like meat, yeah? I've never had trouble with a solo clipper, ever. And those three just gave me about 500,000, yeah? Hard points. Right, there is a conflict zone here, so I can maybe take it for a quick spin in there as well then, yeah? High intensity conflict zone. Right, let's have a look at the factions. We've got the Crimson Major and we've got the Blue Camorra. So both of these guys look like pirates. Let's go with the Crimson Major then. What's going on here? Looks like they've been wiped out, yeah. This is an old bug, this one. Yeah, this is a very old bug where they're just all sort of milling around. Let's have a look at the Federal assault ship being flown from the outside. This one seems faster than mine.
Frameshift charge detected.
Yeah, it's not bad looking. Pretty nice looking rings on that. Right, Blue Travel and the Law Party. Let's see what kind of damage I can do.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
It's making a run for it.
Under attack.
Interesting. Take one back, Fed.
Warning, temperature critical.
Yeah, you got to be careful of that though, yeah. You're a goner.
Target shields offline.
Yeah, a gunship. That's a nice looking ship, yeah. Come on, Rails.
Under attack.
Got no pips and weapons. That was pretty nice though. Christ. Let's burn them down then. Shield cell.
Warning, taking heat damage.
Yeah, those shield cells, those 3B2s, for sure they do a fine job. You might not even need the 3 of them.
Frameshift charge detected.
Strange how he's still going with the power plant there, yeah. This Viper's after me, so I'm going to teach him a lesson. You notice the difference when you put your flight assist off when you turn? It's massive. You're going to have to do that in a ship like this, or you just can't turn the same way. Let's take out this vulture. Yeah, the only drawback I would say is this kind of wobble you're getting off these beams. It's not terrible.
Target shields offline.
In fact, it's pretty slight, but it feels a bit weird, yeah. They don't really seem to have an awful lot of problem hitting though, yeah. Looking at that.
Warning, taking heat damage.
And obviously the heat damage is a little bit annoying too, yeah. Right, that'll do me then.
Destroyed.
I think you've seen enough. Right, so I did read a thread about it being overpowered and stuff like that. There's nothing here that looks overpowered to me, in all honesty. Just looks like one of those kind of average ships, in all honesty. There's nothing special about its handling. It is fast for a ship of this size, yeah, no question about that. There's probably a better way to set yourself up, yeah. My weapons are probably not that great, in all honesty. I thought it looked kind of funny when I was looking at it at the start. But yeah, these beam lasers, one on each side, or sorry, on the same side. It's a little bit odd, yeah, if you come from something like a vulture. The railguns were a bit of nonsense for me. I'm not entirely sure what you would do with those. And we're finally back in Dalton Gateway. Yeah, I did actually fly all the way back. I don't know why. I don't like self-destructing. Yeah, so take the long way, make a cup of tea. Landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Right, well, that was the Federal Assault Ship. Truth be told, it flies a bit like what I assumed the Federal Dropship was like. It's sort of everything I expected it. I don't think it's overpowered at all in any way, shape or form, you know. But it's got a use, and the simple fact that it is fast, yeah, 405, and this is my build, yeah, which may be a bit heavy in all honesty. So this is a fast ship. The weapons are going to take a little bit of thinking out, I think. Judging by what you saw there, I think that's a fair enough comment. Internals are pretty much no-brainers, I would say, in all honesty. There's no real need to worry about power or anything like that I can see. Those three shield cells, B2s only, fill that shield generator and more. There might be some kind of scope for a pirate vessel there, yeah? You can fit that 32 cargo rack there. Or is it 64? Yeah, that's a 64. You probably got enough internals to use your limpets as well. So this could be a decent pirate ship, and it's fast, yeah. But I guess that's pretty much the take home message with this one. It's probably like a faster Federal dropship, which is probably what you were expecting. It's not at all overpowered, and I'm pretty happy to see that in all honesty, because I would rather these ships were optional as opposed to being the go-to ship at whatever price this was. 20 million it's going to cost or something like that. Looks like the Federal dropship's down to 14 million now. Yeah, so this is going to cost about 20 million overall. I don't think you're going to trade in your Fer-de-Lances and stuff like that, yeah? But we'll wait and see. It's a decent enough ship. I'll catch you later.